Fixing Colorado's teacher shortage is a complex problem. A lot of solutions are being tried. Our Nusha Roy shows us a new approach, asking some in the community to buy into education in a different kind of way.
Between more teachers retiring than new teachers coming into the classroom, COVID and the Great Resignation, it's adding up to 17.1% turnover rates for teachers in Colorado for last year. It's impacting kids' learning, putting pressure on staff. So to hear this from Aurora Public Schools,
we're interested in ramping it up.
That is looking into a new type of Pay for Success initiative, first reported by Chalkbeat.
We've been thinking outside of the box for a long time.
Aurora partnered with a nonprofit, PEBC. This nonprofit raised $1.4 million from businesses and community partners to cover alternative teacher training so that educators can get into a residency program inside classrooms and receive mentorship.
Nationally, there's about 300,000 fewer teachers and school staff right now than there were in early 2020.
But what's happening here is investors are covering those upfront costs for training, not teachers and not the district. And that funding can afford up to a $42,000 stipend. Investors would only get repaid if the teacher stayed within the district for at least 3 years.
Retention rate for alumni of the residency program is about 83% of them are still teachers after 5 years.
There is an inflection point between years 3 and 5. Do I want to be a teacher on an indefinite basis? Do I want to consider other industries?
The hope is a program like this can dismantle some barriers, like folks interested in teaching but cannot afford to take a year off from work to train and switch professions. In Aurora, they're hoping this helps with retention. Replacing teachers is expensive.
We have 2,500 teachers. And so it's easy to, that adds up quickly. That's why I say millions.
The district has been a part of this pilot and is feeling good so far, but said it is still too early to call long-term success.
So, of course, this is addressing the beginning of the pipeline and offering mentorship, but doesn't address the huge issue of teacher pay. Other districts are participating too, along with Durango, Montezuma, Cortez. That's just a couple of examples there. The nonprofit said that it's hard for them to find stable funding to support programs like this, so everyone is really watching to see how successful is this going to be over the next couple of years.
It's interesting for sure. So what's the cost per teacher that the investors are putting up?
Yeah, when you're talking about this alternative program, it's anywhere from $6,000 to $14,000, and a lot of times the educator is paying for that. Sometimes the school district will contribute to that, but in this case with the new initiative, you would only fully pay that back if the teacher kept teaching in that district for at least 3 years. The investors at that point would get a little bit of a return, but it wouldn't be anything huge.
Not like putting it all on red and spinning. Yeah, no, got it. All right, interesting. Thank you, Nusha.